Shalom, shalom, guys. My name is Christian.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Chris and Nick YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and welcome back to our channel.
Today, we are going to be talking about some of the hateful comments that we received in our other video about Puerto Rico. It's actually, we had a video posted and it was posted 7 months back. And it was 10 reasons why you should not move to Puerto Rico. If you haven't watched it, go take a look. But we're going to be shedding some light on some of the fake information.
Yeah, and there is a video prior to this one. That is the first part. You should go and watch it, definitely. Because we covered part already of our hateful comments in our section here.
Yeah.
So the first comment that we have, this is not that much of a hateful comment. It's more sharing. It says, Chris and Nicole, you failed to mention healthcare in Puerto Rico. We definitely did miss that part. It's not that we missed the part, it's just there is so much to it.
There's so much ground to cover, not just 10 things why one shouldn't move to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But we definitely planned on making another video, but yeah.
We're planning on adding more videos and going a little bit deeper with each topic. But yeah, in our 10 reasons why you should not move to Puerto Rico, we didn't talk about the health care because it's a very
It's extensive.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
There's a lot to talk about it, so we just decided to leave it out, but definitely. It says, there are few hospitals, and not every pueblo or town will actually have a hospital. Some pueblos will have a health department instead. So if you need to receive hospital treatment, you will find it necessary to drive to a neighboring pueblo. But wait, there is more. Traffic between pueblos is awful. Oh, tell me about that. And you may find that it takes you a long time to reach the nearest hospital. This is completely true. This is from Felipe Mendez, 8453. Why everyone has numbers?
Because they just make their accounts and then it gets their names.
So they just add numbers?
A random number. It's like automated.
Okay.
Yeah.
So definitely the health system in Puerto Rico, I'm gonna say it like it is mediocre. Like it's horrible. And I know there will be people saying, oh, there are so many doctors coming out of our schools. Yes.
Going to the States.
Look where they are working. Amazing, smart people, great professionals that they are living outside of Puerto Rico. They need to leave because they cannot afford to live in Puerto Rico. The whole health system in Puerto Rico is horrible. And people, there has been doctors that they have been working in Puerto Rico for years. They ended up leaving. I played baseball before. My personal trainer, he's a doctor in Puerto Rico. There is so much that he has to say about it. My brother
is a doctor.
My sister-in-law, they are doctors. They are not living in Puerto Rico. There are doctors in Puerto Rico that will tell people that are wanting to go to Puerto Rico to work there to don't even go.
Yeah, and the thing is, what's happening now in the health care in Puerto Rico, more of those students, since they are going overseas to obviously live their lives and earn a great wage, Puerto Rico, people who are in the medical centers are concerned about the future of Puerto Rico because there's a shortage of the youth staying in Puerto Rico to serve in Puerto Rico. And that's why we also want to just shed light on these matters, because people are not really aware that they can be empowered, and there's so much potential in Puerto Rico. That's why we're also planning on continuing our business there and moving back there and everything, because there is a lot of potential there that Puerto Ricans themselves don't even see and realize, because they're being trained and taught that overseas is a better life, which is like what third world countries train their kids to do, is go study hard here and then work overseas. And we're not saying Puerto Rico's third world country, but that's the mentality that they've been embedded for years now.
Well, we're gonna go to a different comment. Harlow743 says, hey, politicians are just as corrupt as the United States. Yes, and that's it. Politicians are corrupted.
There's good and bad
everywhere.
Everywhere in any industry for that.
Yeah, like what the heck? Yeah, of course. Here in the States, in Puerto Rico, in Africa, in South America, everywhere.
Ooh, and that's the other thing too. The corruption in the politics resulted in millions of people fleeing their home state or the state that they were living in or country to go seek better living during the whole lockdown pandemic issue. So, yeah, you will see people have the ability to change their living situation.
Yeah. Another comment, I don't think this is hate towards us.
Well, that's a lot.
Well, yeah. I don't know if this is El Jefe or El Efe or Efi or Hifi, whatever. 2002. It says, lived here for a little over a year. Living in Puerto Rico is death by 1,000 cuts.
Ouch.
There is a reason more Puerto Ricans live in the mainland than the island. True. Mm-hmm. For everyone in
100%.
In the perfect island of Puerto Rico that are commenting or comments saying that it is amazing and there is no one thing wrong to say about the island, just ask the millions of Puerto Ricans that live outside the island, because there is reasons for it.
Yeah.
But this person continues saying healthcare sucks. True, we just talked about it. The police suck.
Okay, so the police and the crime, why we were saying that we know a lot about it. My father-in-law, Christian's dad, served. His brother serves. His older
Cousin.
One of our cousins serves. And who else do we know there?
No, we know a lot of people that are police in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but our family.
I think I have someone else from my dad's side, but I cannot
so
think
like
about
4 people in our family who served and who currently serves. And we know people who work at the ports who also are exposed to, what happens overseas with the drug smuggling and all of that crime. Yeah.
And police suck in Puerto Rico, yes. This is another thing that is very
important to
very
know.
important to talk about. Mm-hmm. One, it's not 100% that they don't do a good job. It's that they don't get paid to risk their life.
Yeah.
To the point that they have to.
They're not making a great wage. They're having to live until
they are risking
their
too
old
much.
age.
They are risking too much for nothing.
Yeah.
My dad, he doesn't recommend anyone to be a police in Puerto Rico. My uncle either. My cousin either. They are there, but they don't like the whole system. They don't get paid well. They don't have good benefits. They retire with nothing. And they are asked to risk their life and go and take...
And there's a shortage.
Yeah, and the thing is that I understand what they do. Like, for example, there is an emergency or there is chaos,
riot.
Whatever,
Yeah.
even at night, or loud music or whatever, and you call the police. They will come with the lights on from miles away. Just so whoever is the criminal, whoever is doing something sketchy or something that they should not be doing, they can see the police from miles away, just so they can stop doing what they are doing, so the police don't have to deal
Risk
with
their lives.
It makes sense. If you get paid nothing, if you are just being treated like trash,
Yeah.
if what they supply for you to work is old,
Yeah.
if the bulletproof vest that you have to use is expired,
It's so sad that the situation
if
is real.
everything that you're using is messed up, if the vehicle that you're using, the check engine is on, the tires are like they are already, there is no meat in the tire, they need to be changed.
Yeah.
There is so many things, man, and it doesn't matter what anyone has to say about it. My family, they work in the police. I know all of these things firsthand. I know what it is like. So yeah, the police in Puerto Rico sucks. Of course, they don't want to do their job. There are some that do their job, and sadly, a lot of them, because what the people have in the streets works better than what they have.
Yeah.
The weapons that people have in the streets
Are newer.
are more powerful than what they own. They are in disadvantage.
Yeah.
So they don't want to do their job. Of course they don't. And it's understandable. But it's sad because
But that's
then
the corruption and results of politics.
Of course.
And so that's why we mentioned it in our video, why you shouldn't move to Puerto Rico. Because that can be a concern for people.
Yeah. So this person continue, outside of the beach, there is nothing to do but drink or smoke weed. I disagree with that. There is a lot of other things to do in Puerto Rico beside the beach. Actually, I would say for our case, we like the beach. We like to go to the beach. It's not our favorite thing. I mean, Nicole likes
enjoy the beach, yeah.
I don't care too much for it. But we actually find a lot of different things to do in Puerto Rico that has nothing to do with the beach. Definitely, that's most of the things that people like to do.
Yeah.
Especially in the weekends.
Oh, wow, yeah, the weekends.
We're going to do a video about that because going out, if you're not going to the beach, even if you're going to the beach, but going out in the weekends, anywhere in the island, it's a chaos, it's a pain in the butt. It is horrible.
We don't recommend it unless you live in an area where it's an enclosed community and it has its own like private beach for the members. Then okay, it won't get what the public is experiencing on the weekends. That's very, very crazy, and it's a party group.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, for example, with the beach, depending to which one you go, if it's a very popular one, that is most likely the one of the prettiest one, probably, there will be a lot of people. And even if you don't want to be bothered, there's no way that you can be at peace at the beach, which is something that you most likely want to be at the beach. You want to be peaceful there, relax. But believe me, there will be UTVs, Jeeps, even normal cars like a Corolla, Toyota Corolla, whatever. These people, they buy vehicles to put speakers on them.
Oh, geez, yeah, that's...
They don't even, you cannot fit one more person in the car.
Yeah, they have their trunks open and they're just driving around like throughout communities, and they're not even stopping in the community. They're just driving around, playing their loud music. And the thing with that too, with the stereos and the cars that are being driven around, like this can happen anytime throughout the week. It's not just the weekends or at night. It's even during the early morning. And in a lot of places, that would be something that someone would get fined for or arrested because you're disturbing the peace of the public. But in Puerto Rico, it is part of their culture, and it is something that a lot of people don't mind, and a lot of people also do not enjoy because it is disrespectful. Because, yeah, it's just people who are wanting to play their music, and the music is very...
And it's crazy. I don't know
provocative.
if these people were born with some hearing problems, or their car has only one volume in it. It is just annoying. Like, no one cares for what you are listening to.
No, and the music is also not like,
it's horrible.
Great
like,
music. It's very...
You go to the beach with your kids, and
vulgar,
then
and there's a lot of cuss words.
Yeah, your baby's there listening to, I don't know, open your legs, I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna do this. Who cares for that? Like, just, why you need to play that out loud? Like, people are there. Like, the people that do this thing, they think they are so important, so selfish. They think that everyone else cares for what they are listening to. And it's just dumb. It's just dumb. And there will be people now in the comments saying, well, at least it's music that is loud and it's not a bomb or shots from a firearm, like in a third world country or like in Russia or Ukraine. Stop being stupid. That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, you
like,
can't
people
compare
commenting
it.
this stuff they just show how foolish and how idiots they are, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to live in a place where it's like that, then okay, perfect, go to Ukraine or to Iraq or whatever.
And the thing is, those places aren't all bad. Like, what you see on the news, it's the same thing. It's like there's good and bad places. There's safe and unsafe spots to live in. So
Yeah, but the things that we're talking about, going to the
Yeah.
beach and having to deal with these idiots with their music blasting, like everyone loves what they're playing.
And when you mentioned the ATVs and the bikes and stuff, when we would like go out on the weekends, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like these people are speeding, like they're driving so reckless. I mean, they're driving so reckless. And then I look around, and I was assuming that they would be like little teeny weaners or, you know, young kids. No, they're people of all ages. It's literally adults. It's your neighbors doing this. And the neighbors who also don't like it know who does this. And so it's just insane because they can be speeding on the freeway or even in an area that is like maybe 30 miles per hour, like, you know, in a community type setting where they shouldn't be speeding and driving crazy.
And not just speeding, that you should not be driving a dirt bike in the highway or a Ford track or whatever, but they do. And there will be also people in the comments saying that now we are talking about the culture of Puerto Rico. But it doesn't matter.
It's also something people should be aware of, especially if they're family oriented or if they usually do things on the weekends. And you know, that's something to consider.
It's that the Puerto Ricans, it doesn't have to do anything, it has nothing to do with the culture. Like Puerto Ricans, there is probably the higher percentage of Puerto Ricans hate these things.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
They hate being in their house.
Don't enjoy it.
And a whole group of 50 people passing by their house with different type of music, and they cannot talk to each other for while these people are passing by.
And you hear the tires.
You cannot play the TV or anything like that. You need to wait for them. They are just burning tires in front of your house or anywhere around the island.
It's really not respectful to
dumb.
your own people.
Well, anyways, we're gonna continue here. The roads are horrible.
There's potholes everywhere.
They sure are horrible. No habla español, no work. That is funny. I haven't read this comment before. No habla español, no work. Rent is through the roof, as well as home ownership. The island is a culinary desert. Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, sorry, I just want to mention about culinary desert. I had to start making a lot of food from home. I mean, we cook from home.
Wait, listen to this. It's the same.
Oh,
it's from the same thing. The island is a culinary desert. You can have 100 restaurants on one block, and they all serve the same generic fried food.
That is 100% true. There's not a variety of cuisine in Puerto Rico. And I mean, you know, that's fine. That's totally okay. There are certain areas where you can get some diverse foods, but for the most part, you need to make it at home because unless you want to drive an hour just to go to a single restaurant.
And not just drive an hour. Make sure you drive an hour.
And bring food.
Make sure, no. Oh. Make sure you're going to be having to pay for valet parking.
Oh, yeah.
Because if not, you will need to park miles away from the restaurant.
Yeah.
In the areas that there is a lot of different type
like
of restaurants
there's
and
more.
Better varieties of Puerto Rican food instead of just fried like pastelillos, empanadillas,
instead of the street food or typical foods,
tostones, whatever. Yeah, it will. I mean, I'm not saying that there is not even one restaurant.
I mean, there's Chinese
in
food.
Humacao or Caguas or
Yeah.
There are.
But it's not as diverse as other places.
And the people will say, well, there is Chinese restaurants everywhere. No, they are not. They are owned by Chinese people. They don't serve Chinese food. If you really go to a Chinese restaurant or China and try their food over there, Chinese restaurants in Puerto Rico, they are not serving Chinese nothing. They are serving their version of Panda Express. That's what they are serving. They are serving a huge pile of rice with French fries and orange chicken. And the red ribs, the boneless ribs that are like I think it's cat or something like that, put in like red dye or something. All fake stuff. But Yeah, people will say there's Chinese in my town. There are 5 Chinese.
Oh, and there's something that you
Please.
will find a lot. There's desserts, but it's like milkshake spots and
And frappes.
frappes. Okay, yeah, it was frappes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see those. That's like pretty much the go-to. And
Yeah.
a lot of, yeah.
But this person says, craving Indian, Korean, Chinese,
yes.
Mexican, Italian,
I
or
hear you.
any other cuisine, prepare to be disappointed.
That was my biggest disappointment too. You don't know how tough it was for me because I love foods. Like I enjoy other cultures. I enjoy a variety of foods. And my husband, I'm so thankful for his patience and understanding with me because yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, no, and it's crazy because people will say, if you go to Puerto Rico, because this is the stupidity of the
Like
comments
what
of these
they
people.
would think about, yeah.
Oh, if you go to Puerto Rico looking for Mexican food, for that you need to go to Mexico. Stop being
okay, yeah.
stupid. There is Mexican restaurants all around the United States that are real, authentic Mexican food, and there are others that are garbage.
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, there might be few restaurants that serve Mexican food, but there are others that just serve garbage. It's like
Yeah.
Taco Bell, whatever the heck.
Yeah.
But same thing with Korean, Chinese. There is a dim sum, I think.
Yeah,
For those who don't know dim sum, do your research.
Yeah, there were so many restaurants I was wanting to try out, and it was just not worth it for us to drive. So it's either we make it at home or we just didn't have it, or when we would travel, then okay, that's when we have it. But yeah, definitely the cuisine, it's
Yeah, and the parking lots in these areas where these restaurants are, they know they are very limited. So they charge you like there is no
Insane.
other parking in the whole area. So make sure you bring your
Yeah.
catch. What else? My wife and I live in a small home by ourselves with one small AC, and our power bill is $300 a month. Wow. Everyone is on welfare, but they rock nice new Nikes.
oh, that's really that is
And if you
true.
follow them out of the grocery store, they get in a nice new car. That is just hilarious.
No, that is so true. But then when you see where these people live, their homes are not cared for. It's really not in the best shape. So it's
Wow,
really
that is crazy.
it's with the appearance and just
This person should have a YouTube channel. He has so much to say. Wow, that is just, and it's true.
yeah, no,
That's why I was
it is
saying in the
true.
other video, most likely, if you're driving a brand new car, most likely you are broke.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a financial coach, so I know what I'm talking about. If you're driving a new car, you most likely broke. But the thing is, that is true. You see people paying, hey, if you needed the food stamps or whatever,
That's fine.
that is totally fine.
But
Our problem is with those who live just out of that.
yeah, like
They don't care. I mean, if you don't want to be better for yourself,
yeah, there's just a lot of
do your
people
thing, do whatever you
who
want.
don't want to work. I mean, that's anywhere
Yeah.
in the world. There's going to be, households with that mentality, individuals with that mindset, and you can't do anything to help them out. But the sad part of that all is they are literally robbing people who are paying taxes, which is their community, and they're all complaining about the same situation, but
And not
they're not
just that.
wanting to change their situation.
Not just that, because if you need it, 100% get it. Do your thing, do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself, your kids,
Yeah.
whatever. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
understandable.
It's great that they offer those helps for those people that need it.
Mm-hmm.
But those that don't need anything, they are young people that can get a job anywhere, but they just decide to don't do anything just to live like a parasite. And I'm sorry if it hurts you, it's the truth.
Yeah.
And not just that, but they get benefit also for housing,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then who pays for these things?
Yeah. Your local community.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that's we can go a whole load on this topic because it is such a present situation everywhere. And yeah, it is unfortunate though. That's definitely a serious issue in Puerto Rico. A lot of Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico are living below the poverty line, as well as in the States. A lot of the Puerto Ricans migrated to rough cities like Chicago, Kensington, Bronx.
Yeah.
And you can tell, the thing is, it's a really sad situation because like I have plans and like desires to really help the future of Puerto Rico to prevent what their families are doing for many years now. And yeah.
But it's crazy. So this comment, it will take, I think, the entire video. Because the other thing he mentioned is about the $300 bill
Yeah.
for power, for electricity, and he only runs one small AC. This is I guess it might depend also in which area you live.
Which
I
city.
think because there are other places that electricity is definitely cheaper than that. But electricity has been going higher
Yeah.
in Puerto Rico. And everyone here now is gonna say, yeah, because it's owned by American
And
company.
it's the Jones Act.
No one care. It's the truth. It's what's happening in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We're talking about what is happening. And we're not talking like if it's owned by an American company or not. Yeah, the American company that owns the electricity thing suck. They are horrible. But the one prior was horrible too. And it was Puerto Rico government that owned that before. So it doesn't matter who owns that now. It sucks now. It sucked before. Now I think it's even worse than before. But also there is people that say that the electricity never goes out in Puerto Rico. But there are hundreds of thousands of people in Puerto Rico that lose electricity every freaking week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
they have the courage to say in our comments that electricity doesn't go out in Puerto Rico. I don't know where you live in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Electricity never goes out here.
no, and that's another thing is these people are not even in tune, in touch with their community, with their Boricuas, with their family members or friends. And that's the thing, that's why we also are able to speak about this, is because we know what is going on in the island. Like, and it's unfortunate because it's, it's just some people who are not in tune with current events. People really don't care about it.
Okay. Customer service
Uh-oh.
is non-existent. And if you say something, they get defensive and in your face. That is one thing that when I was living in Puerto Rico, I didn't notice as much.
I mean, because you were raised in that
Yeah, no,
culture.
listen, yeah. I didn't notice that much. The huge lack of customer service there is in Puerto Rico until I went back and I lived there again. Wow! It is crazy. Of course, there are restaurants and places that the customer service is amazing.
Oh gosh,
Yes.
yeah.
But wow, a great percentage of places, the customer
Yeah.
service is the slowest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like it's better for you to get up, go grab the water yourself.
You do the work yourself. Yeah.
No, and not just that. Is that when you go out, you want to be able to tip people.
Yeah, you want to bless other people.
How can you tip? These people that they don't want to do their job, they are horrible at something so simple like bringing water on time, bringing the food. If their food is not ready, tell me, give me an update, tell me what is going on. Like
we have to.
What?
So like when we were eating out, and we ate out because we enjoy supporting other businesses. Like we enjoy that. We're a small business, and so on average it would be 30 minutes to an hour just to get a menu or a drink of water, and then it would take another 30 minutes or so to get our order filled up and received, and then you would need to wait for your food. But a lot of these minutes passing by, we would actually need to be the ones initiating, like, hey, like we need this, or where's the menu at, and everything. And with this I just realized, because say for example, I'm just gonna say this because I can speak on experience, but when I would go to Europe lives a well-balanced lifestyle. When you eat out, people are eating out for hours at a time, but this is where the catch is. The customer service is phenomenal.
oh well, go back to Europe then. If you like it so much.
Yeah, like you enjoy, like you can have your drinks there, you have your menu, your food in a timely manner, you're enjoying your time there at the restaurant or, you know, at the store or whatever it may be. But in Puerto Rico, it's like they're not really trained in that way. And it's so funny because I am very business oriented. So, and I've helped out a lot of small businesses. And I was like always telling my husband, I was like, oh my gosh, like, should I offer my services? Like, I really want to help them. Like, I can do this easily. And they would.
Girl, your Spanish sucks. How can you help a company in Puerto Rico? No one wants your help. Freaking comments, people are
no,
just
but
crazy.
it's amazing though, because like I have the heart to do that, and I would love to. But will these people be willing to even receive it, or will they even be grateful for it?
Yeah. But anyways, we just continue.
Yeah.
It said you can be surrounded by 5,000 cars and 5,000 homes, and each one has reggaeton louder than a Metallica concert, even at 5 a.m. Monday morning.
Yes.
Honestly, I could go on. Great place to visit, but horrible place to live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did we mention that in this video or the last one?
This video. We were talking about
the music.
the loud music.
What is that called again in Spanish? Like,
it is crazy because there is this thing. I don't know if it's true or if it's just a joke.
is it a conspiracy?
I don't know. But they say that this is called this is a sport in Puerto Rico.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's 100% true.
Okay. Like a street sport or?
Yeah, like the boceteo, they put in your music as loud as you can, you know, filling up your vehicle with speakers, and no one else is able to sit in your car because there are speakers in your passenger seat, in the other seat. You remove your seats. You remove everything to put
and it's
music.
just like a loud radio.
Yeah, no, and you are just in the car, and every single car around you can be peaceful and quiet, and you get by them, and everything vibrates.
You're like,
like the license plate, your mirrors. Like you try to look through the mirror, and the mirror is shaking so bad that everything is blurry.
Yeah, and
you cannot see anything. It's just crazy.
Commenters will be like, "Oh well, I don't know what kind of car you have. We don't have a crappy car. Okay, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's a very heavy duty car." So it's not like it's about to break down and that's why the car was shaking. No. It's so loud, the bass, even if you go to a house party, and there's a bass there, if you go right by it, you'll feel the vibration. So, yes.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Well, we're going to finish this video right here because, I mean, we want to give thanks to El Jefe or whatever. Man, comment in this video too. Wow, you have so much to say.
Yeah, we want to hear what you think about what we shared and expanded on this, because definitely you hit it spot on.
Yeah, so thank you for this long comment and giving us the entire theme for this video.
What we should discuss?
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to do more videos about why you should not move to Puerto Rico, even though we would like to get to the point of
why you should move
to Puerto Rico because it's amazing. Mm-hmm. But hey, there is so much thing here for content that we're just gonna continue.
And we have so much to discuss about it too, that it is actual helpful information. If we just go straight to like listing things down, that's not really giving you the full context. So we'll check you out at the next video. Stay tuned and take care.
Bye.